I made 16,000 in 10 days with this Instagram funnel, and I know this is the guru headline. I know it's horrible. In the grand scheme of things, 16,000 is really nothing. But first, we need to respect the YouTube gods, and second, I want to show you the potency. I'm not a big fan of big claims, big numbers, Lambos and stuff. What I want you to take away from this is the potency of this funnel and how quickly things can really click when you're working on the right things with the right assets. So, as you can see from the picture here, and when I did this, actually I was less than 1,000 followers. So let's go through the steps. Step one is really setting up your magnetic authority profile. What do we mean by that? You've seen all the bios, with the 500 emojis, mentor, guru, teach me on social media, book in here for a call. You have a bit.ly or a Linktree, 500 links with webinars, sales calls. What we're really looking to do is create an ecosystem in this particular platform. So Instagram loves it when you keep people in their funnel, like in Instagram interacting, and we want to take advantage of that. So how do we set up our bio in a way that's really magnetic but also respects Instagram? We play with the rules so we can maximize the opportunity. First, what I'd like to do in the first line here is I want to show my authority, right? Everyone uses the I help statements and it doesn't pierce the noise anymore, no matter how relevant you make. So I really want to grab attention by something impressive that I've done. Now, if you're starting out, look at your past achievements. Have you had 100 sales calls? You can write something like helped hundreds of clients. Have you had any wins that you can really portray to show your authority, show something noteworthy that you've done, you can place that as your first line. Your second line, and this is where I introduce an emoji, and I like to have purple as my the color of my brand, so I just use a purple emoji, and I have my direct avatar, so service providers and coaches, showing that I'm helping them scale to 30 to 50,000 a month. And I also introduce my unique mechanism. The unique mechanism is how do I position myself as unique in the marketplace? If I just say, for example, it's not what I'm doing, but if I just say, hey, I help you run Instagram ads, it's you and 100,000 other people. But if I put unique spin of things, my unique terminology, that's how I'm able to start differentiating myself. And the call to action in the end, it's DM me new for the free playbook, and this is a sales asset that's full of value. I'm gonna walk you through how it works. What I've included at the end there is the link to DM me. Instead of, again, people are very lazy, we need to have things in front of us to take action. So what I've done is I've created a link that gets them directly to my inbox so they can just DM me right away. Now, step number 2 is we want to deploy the Tri-Hybrid funnel. Tri-Hybrid funnel is my unique approach on how do we enroll high-ticket clients without being salesy, but also without wasting thousands on marketing. So we want to have an outbound engine, build our inbound authority, and have a nurture microwave. So inbound authority, we have 5 types of magnetic attention content. And first type is the give. So you can emulate this. Essentially, I'm offering my free playbook, very direct, very to the point. You can just go ahead and emulate what I'm doing here. On the teach section, I'm not gonna show because it's a video. Essentially, I'm adding value to the marketplace. Just visit my Instagram profile. You're gonna see the different ways that I add value to my particular avatar. But also remember that if you want to gain eyeballs, you don't want to go super niche with your content, but open it up with more wide topics, just so you can get top of funnel attention. In the show section, and in the show type of posts, I want to introduce case studies, and the way I do it is by carousels. So I tell the story in the caption so I can capture keywords. But also I'm telling the story, and you can find this on how I structure it exactly on my DMs, but all of this serves as part of my ecosystem. So if someone lands on my profile, and we'll see how we get traffic, But if someone lands on the profile, they're gonna get value from my reels, they're gonna see the case studies in my carousels, and they're gonna reach out with these types of posts. Now let's go into share and what I call rapid rapport posts. Completely irrelevant. I don't just want to be positioned as a growth mentor. I don't want to just be positioned as a sales expert. I'm human. They are human at the end of the day. So we want to show other aspects of our lives. So this is a special moment and I'm sharing it with everyone. This is when I proposed in Vienna to my wife, and I'm sharing it with the world. I want to show them that, hey, I'm not just, just another guru that you found online. I'm a real person just like you. I proposed and I'm sharing an exciting moment. This is how we build rapid rapport, guys, by sharing things from our world. And you'd be surprised, like last month, I hopped on a call with a prospect, and when I asked, what was the thing that attracted your attention, it wasn't my content, it wasn't, any insight. It was that I had cats in the background when I was recording videos, right? So it's really funny what people really get attracted by. It all goes to show that we're all human. We resonate with things from our day-to-day life. Last thing is what I call an origin story post. So this is where I unpack my story. Like, how did I start, let's say, from zero and reach the point where I'm the authority now and you can trust me. So if I unpack the journey for them, again, this is part of the rapid rapport formula. In a matter of a couple of minutes, someone can get to know me because I show vulnerability. I open essentially the kimono. I'm willing to step up, unpack my story, install some beliefs along the way, but also have a story that can resonate with a lot of people. And the fifth post type is harvest. I don't have an example, but you can find some on my Instagram profile. It's simply any time that I have a direct offer. So it can be something like in your stories, you can have something like, hey, I'm opening up a few to coach experts and agency owners on how to add 20,000 a month. Would you like one of the spots? Reply back and I'll send you the details. So you can do those posts, let's say once a month, sometimes even once a week, but you have to unload a lot of value and nurture your ecosystem before you do. Now, this is the inbound engine. Let's move into the outbound engine. Now, of course, you can, go send 40 DMs a day and play with the limits. If we want to speed up this process, and how I made this happen is I actually boosted posts. And the funny thing is that Instagram is it's much easier to get ads and posts approved and much faster rather than just running Facebook ads. Also, all it takes is a couple of clicks to boost a post. So if you see here from my ad spend, like if we look at the actual ads that I'm running, all I'm doing is boosting my current posts. And if you see the last 60 days, guys, like that 60,000, it came from like $300 in ad spend. Crazy, right? But it goes to show how well the ecosystem works. So if I click on one of the, all I'm doing is I'm sending people to my profile so I can have them become part of my ecosystem. They start scrolling, getting value, getting to know me with the types of posts. And then I interact with them in the DMs. Again, as you can see, daily budget, nothing crazy. $3, $5, $10. I'm getting clicks to my profile. That's all I do. Now, how do we start interacting with people though? I engage in stealth conversion chats with my unique chatting methodology in the DMs. So in the new followers, how can we start doing outreach? Hey name, just so you followed me, welcome to the community. I want them to feel included, that they're part of the community, because it's the reality. I like to treat everyone that follows me as part of their family. Regardless if I ever work with someone, I want them to get value from me. So welcome to the community. Saw your latest post. Are you starting out with your offer or are you scaling? So I'm asking them an easy to answer question. I'm not gonna ask them, what are you currently doing to grow? Easy to answer. All I'm looking look for is an easy opener. New engagement. I can also reach out to everyone who engages with my posts. Don't underestimate the power of the daily touch points. I send 5 of those, 10 of those, 20 of those a day. I'm gonna engage in, 50%, even 25% of them are going to reply back. New story views. I don't care how many, if you have 300 followers. I did it with under 1,000, right? And probably half of them are my family. So use those scripts, reach out to people. Notice that you've been hanging around with my stories. Appreciate that. Are you a coach or just looking around? So that's the outbound engine. Pretty simple, right? All you do is boost posts, you do your outreach, and you start warming people up in your ecosystem. Because that's the thing, when you engage in the DMs, when you reach out to people, what Instagram sees is that, okay, these guys are talking, they would probably care to see this guy's stories, so they're gonna prioritize my stories, they're gonna be even deeper in my ecosystem. Let's move into the nurture microwave. So as part of our philosophy here is the trust triangle, right? So as you can see, like, we run the outbound engine by boosting our posts, we're doing outreach. So when we're doing our outbound pre-framing and we're having that back and forth and they start consuming our content, they're getting indoctrinated, right? We are able to install beliefs, we're able to show them that how we're unique, and also start pre-selling. So how we indoctrinate prospects is with authority assets. And typically with my system, you have one direct conversion asset, which can be a video where you unpack your offer. You have one proof of competence that essentially you prove that you're up to the task, and I can do so with my case study posts, or I can create YouTube videos just like this one to offer value and warm up the community. And also one proof of mechanism. The proof of mechanism is I want people to show them that my unique mechanism, regardless if I'm selling to businesses, regardless of what I'm selling, the mechanism that I use actually works. Now, a bit more advanced is to combine all 3 assets in a full value playbook. And if you haven't seen it, just DM me and I'll send it to you. But this is a massive document, 99 pages, and I unpack the entire methodology. This is something that they can take and deploy on their own. They don't need me, because again, my mission is to help everyone that I touch, regardless if they ever pay me. And that's how we actually get people to pay us, because we are willing to give out so much value. But also it gets the trust triangle to spin. And ideal clients, people who want help with implementation, they want help with coaching, they want help with getting to where they want to go faster, they raise their hand. Now, that's pretty much it. Pretty simple funnel. So I want you to deploy it. So if you've enjoyed the content and really like what you see, if you've watched more than 2 videos, hey, what's up? Subscribe to the channel. You clearly see the value. So, and whenever you're ready, here's some ways I can help. Hit follow on Instagram. You're gonna get a lot of ideas around your content as well. You can also hit follow on Twitter. And if you do want to build a 30 to 50,000 profit new era service business in the next 6 months, work with me privately. I only take for July, I only have 3 spots left. So if you'd like to work directly, just send me a DM with the word VIP on Instagram, or just book a call on this sheet. You're gonna have the Google Doc in the description. Book a call and let's see if I can help you. I'll see you in the next one.